By the way, Max, I'm digging those glasses.
Yeah, bro.
On your hat. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they're upside down and on your hat. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this and wondering why I'm describing things, well, you'll figure that out in a minute. But you know what isn't upside down, Max?
I know. Oh.
Prank him, John.
Do you live in a world filled with corporate data? Are you plagued by siloed departments? Are your lackluster growth strategies demolishing your chances for success? Are you held captive by the evil menace, Lord Lack? Lack of time, lack of strategy, and lack of the most important and powerful tool in your superhero tool belt, knowledge. Never fear, Hub Heroes. Get ready to don your cape and mask, move into action, and become the Hub Hero your organization needs. Tune in each week to join the League of Extraordinary Inbound Heroes as we help you educate, empower, and execute. Hub Heroes, it's time to unite and activate your powers.
That's right. It is time to activate those powers. I'm super excited because, well, Liz isn't here. That's not why I'm excited.
That's
I'm
not
super
exciting.
excited because Liz is not here and we get to do whatever it is that we want to do today. There is no hurting of the cats or hurting of the humans that are the hosts of this show. By the way, I did start out this show with describing Max had these cool glasses upside down on his ball cap. Why am I doing that? Because if you're listening to this, you can continue to listen to this. It's fine. You'll probably get it. But this is what we would classify as maybe a more visual version of the Hub Heroes podcast. And so we're going to put this also up on our YouTube channel. So you can go to the Sidekick Strategy YouTube channel. Heck, we might even try to put it like on LinkedIn or something. But I'm sure that there's probably some like length not able to do that. But we'll put at least links to the YouTube channel on LinkedIn as well, which then it won't get viewed. Anyway, I digress. That is not why we're here. We're here to talk about what some of you might still know as campaigns.
Wait.
Yeah. What, Max?
Do you want to know why I wear my sunglasses upside down?
I do. I think it's to protect. What's the over under on? Is there to protect the logo from UV light from his hat?
Oh.
No.
Are you protecting your hat?
No.
Oh. Okay.
You want to know the honest truth?
Yeah.
I'm here to play ball, George.
Oh. There we go.
Got
I'm
him.
here to play ball. Like just the end of statement. I'm here to play ball.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, Max is here to play ball. I love it. Some of you might still call this campaigns because it's not everywhere. Not everybody knows about this. Some ultra nerds saw it coming, saw it in beta, have had an opportunity to play with it. But Chad, why don't you just kind of talk about what you're going to talk about and share and the conversation that all three of us are going to have. And we'll just go from there.
Well, I'll be, driving through the Marketing Studio. And Marketing Studio is the new home for campaigns. It's kind of like, a Miro board or a Lucid chart had a baby with campaign assets, basically. And then,
So
think about
Chad,
that.
For those folks who are listening or watching this, and they're used to HubSpot campaigns, in the process of going in and creating a campaign, what has changed? Is there a biggest like mental hurdle that you've seen humans have to get over and then they get the I get it moment? Or like, talk me through that.
Yeah, maybe we can get your guys' feedback having used campaigns traditionally more, because I've always had a hard time getting my teams to properly adopt campaign, to be completely honest. Just because like the way you used to do it was you would create a campaign, add some information about what it's for and the stuff, and then you would, add assets to the campaign so that the tracking could occur. But this allows you to jump in before you're even ready to actually build all those things and plan and ideate the customer journey, if you will. And you can leverage AI if you'd like to pre-build some of the layout, or you could just get in there and do it yourself. And it gives you a bit of a visual with tasking and assignment, which all could be done in campaigns before, but it was under a lot more menus and a little more tedious.
So let me dig in before you start sharing the screen and we start talking as a team around this and where our brains go. First of all, you said AI, which kind of gets exciting because listen, HubSpot AI is getting good. If you've been a person who's like, I don't know, like it's getting really good, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, I've been the guy who's kind of been a little bit of a pseudo HubSpot AI hater because my other AI assistants were really great, but I've been watching like some of the stuff I've been able to build and it's nuts. But Chad, you said these words. Historically, I haven't been able to get my teams to really use campaigns. Now, usually when somebody says historically, it's because that history is no longer true.
Right.
So talk to me through the world or the kind of enlightening moment where you're like, wow, they're diving into this, which
yeah. I mean, I gave my team at my new company an overview of how to create a campaign with the visual builder. I did one with them, so it was more like a watch one. They did a watch one, and then I was in the room with them for a do one where they started to do it, they just duplicated my last campaign, and they've made multiple additional campaigns since on their own through the marketing studio. So like my portal now has campaigns with forms and CTAs and pop-up CTAs that lead to from an external website page to, to that form conversion, to a meeting link, through to a document or with multiple entry points for advertising, like a LinkedIn ad and, a social post and stuff like that. Like it's all of the attribution that you used to be able to add to campaigns that you had to build the map in your brain before. With this tool, it allows people to see it so that those non-naturally visionary people or the non-naturally like really understand how it's built under the hood. Those people can understand why it's important. Oh, that makes sense. I see how it's going through the funnel here. Right.
Yeah. So I want to uncover one thing, and then Max, I'm going to flip to you because I'm super curious where your brain is right now. But I want to also just say, I think, Chad, you might have uncovered a little bit of a super admin, like HubSpot super admin nugget. You explained like I showed one, then they did one, and then they are off to the races. And if you're a super admin listening or watching this, do you have a process of new tool shows up at HubSpot? We show one, they do one, now go. Because I think that's very interesting what that does to the human brain in that kind of cycle that you might be building. Max, where is your brain right now before we dive in and Chad starts to kind of like blow everybody's mind on this marketing studio tool?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, I always look back to the campaigns tool as like, I think one of the tools that if you were a heavy marketing hub user, right, and you weren't using it, I feel like you were leaving a lot on the table. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And the way that I always explained it to people, I was like, listen, when you build, I guess what we'll colloquially refer to as like a campaign inside of HubSpot, which would be a collection of all these different assets that you can build, right? It's really difficult to see like how they all work together unless you tie it all together in a campaign, right? And like, I don't know if like, I mean, I'm sure the power users out there understood this, but like, the new marketing hub users, I think, didn't really kind of understand like its base simplicity was like, listen, yes, the universal truth is you build a lot of things in HubSpot that are supposed to somehow work together, right? But it's really difficult to see if they're working together by going to a bunch of individual analyzed pages and like see how the things are kind of performing as a singular entity, right? Not tied together. And I think the beautiful thing about a campaign is that like you can see all that stuff on a single pane of glass and understand without jumping into 40 different places in the tool how these things are kind of like working together. And it was very much for a while, I think, the glue that held together all these different things you could possibly build inside of Marketing Hub and now Content Hub and things like that, right?
Yeah.
The thing that I'm like, I think the biggest place that they kind of like missed for so long was they never used the campaigns tool, at least I don't think to any real capacity, as an opportunity to teach people how to use all these things together and coordinate all these different assets and stuff that you're building, right? And I'm unsure if this new marketing studio exactly does that, right? Like it may put things together that way if you like build it with AI, right? But like something I would have like loved to see them do was, again, have this more sort of like visual sort of layout that showed how everything was linking together and how certain things sat on certain things, right? Because like, you know, you look at something like a landing page and you look at something like a form, well, those kind of become the same thing when you put them together, right? But like there wasn't really a way to kind of like teach people that or indicate that or make that connection, right?
I think you're gonna like this, Max. I think you're gonna like this.
Listen, I'm excited to see it, right? So
I think you're ready to play ball.
I'm ready to play ball, dude. Let's have a ball game.
Let's dig in and show what happens. Because let's do this, Chad. Let's start maybe from scratch, right? And just make some stuff up. And then maybe if we have time towards the end of this, I'm going to open up a campaign that had already been created and had been being added to, and show what HubSpot just automatically does. If you're sitting here and you're like, well, what about my historical campaigns? I'll show kind of what happens there. Yeah.
All right. So I got Marketing Studio open here. Now they have a video demo. So if you want to check that out, feel free to check that out. Everybody has this. If you just simply go to the little marketing megaphone icon and you jump into Marketing Studio, this will be the homepage.
All right, serious question. Yeah. Do you rock the sidebar like that all the time in HubSpot?
Yeah, because I like screen real estate.
See, I'm old as dirt then, because I have to have mine open.
Dude, me too.
I just can't do the icon thing for some reason. Anyway, not why we're here. Actually, if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening to this on a podcast episode, go to a place where you can comment. It could be my email, it could be my LinkedIn, it could be on the YouTube. I want to know icon or menu words. Like, what kind of human are you? What kind of human are you? Icons or menu? Okay, go ahead and put it back to icons.
Can we just take a second? Can we just take a second to bask in the fact that they changed the navigation to literally exactly what I told them to?
I mean,
saying.
You are the man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
Okay, Chad,
break them, John.
Sorry. See, this is why we need Liz. Okay, let's dive into it. So watch the demo video. Now let's move on.
Yeah. So we got a demo video. You know, you have here. I George for you expanded on the side, and I made the screen bigger.
Nice.
Is this good for everyone?
I think it's great.
Yeah, cool. So there's like obviously some of the same old templates that they've always had in the past. What was interesting about generating a campaign with AI before is it would just spool up a bunch of assets that were related to a thing and say you should make these, and then you just kind of decided if you wanted to do it or not. That's still somewhat the same.
Yeah.
But if you come in to create a campaign, the first place that it plops you is you can have an untitled campaign up here, so you could name it, and you could give it an AI prompt, or you could skip this step. So we can try an AI prompt maybe after. Yeah. But essentially the goal is it's saying, I want to, get a time frame out of you, what your goal is, who we should be targeting, and then any specific assets or channels if you want to make sure that it includes anything unique or outside of the realm of what might normally be inside of the campaign, for example.
What's that?
And you can also upload files.
Thing. Yeah. I want to go there too. So first of all, before we leave this open, but one, I love this because you could literally create a prompt template for a campaign launch. And now if you're the type of person that does like the ebooks, the guides, the white papers, the webinars, you could literally have a AI prompt template for your webinars, an AI prompt for your white papers. But Max, this is exactly where my brain went too, is like, what's the help me prompt thing. So talk us through that a little bit, Chad.
Yeah. So basically this helps put those earlier templates. Those templates are pre-generated, but this allows you to get a template of a prompt that would give you a similar thing that you can tweak. So you start from a pretty good place. And then you remember like those 874 episodes we did on AI data sources? Is also related to those AI data sources, which have significantly changed, right? So that comes into your products and services, pain points, value prop, your ICP, your company profile, brand kit, all the sauce, right? And then it'll use all the sauce.
If you're watching this and you haven't watched or listened to, I should say, our AI data sources series, I think it was 3, maybe 4 episodes, please go back and do that. And HubSpot product team, if you're watching this or listening to this, being able to add our own templates, like I just mentioned, to this drop down would be super dope too. Like, Maybe it's after you add your AI data sources, there's a add your own template, and now you can have like your webinar template, your white paper template, like prompt in here.
Yep, could be. And again, maybe one thing you do is you just have a file that you start for. You just upload a file with a prompt in it.
Nice.
And just throw that sucker in there, and that helps you out. So. Let me click on, let's say, like generate new leads.
Yeah.
This is what comes out of that.
Okay.
And then it wants you to do the target audience, right?
Business owners.
Yeah. I like how they did that. Like you just click it and then you don't have to like delete it or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real nice. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's skip out of that, and then we'll take us into here. So let's do this. The Hub Heroes, marketing studio promo.
Yeah, just add a D in there and then we'll be good to go. Yeah. Because somebody, Henry, I see you, would be like, hey, the whole episode studio is anyway.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're paying to Henry, then I don't even know what to tell you. But, okay.
I should have just left it. So then the campaign brief, some people just ignore this bad boy, right? But
do not do that.
Yeah, you don't do that. But this is like where the prompt will fill all this in for you with AI. Right.
Yep.
So that makes it nice because you don't really have to worry too much about it. But we want to promote our marketing studio.
Yep.
Episode.
Yep.
And then the audience is everyone who does not know we have a video episode.
Yeah, there we go.
Live. Okay.
Yeah. Or just every human on the planet that doesn't use HubSpot. They should see this too.
That does use HubSpot.
Or doesn't. I'll sell some HubSpot.
Yeah, sure. Why not? There you go. All right. Anyway.
Sure that uses HubSpot.
Yeah. And then you put in the deets, right? And if you want to give it any assets, great. Okay, awesome. So we're just going to hit save.
Hang on.
All right.
So I want people to see that brand kit piece. Okay. It's really important that you make sure you set up your brand kit because it's going to be pulling all of your brand kit stuff. Now we're in a demo portal, obviously. So don't judge us, but you should take time to set up your brand kit and all of that information because again, and we alluded to this like months and months and months ago, this will attach to that will attach to this, that means this, and it's all about context. Okay. Sorry.
And remember when we did those AI data sources episodes, that was the infancy of this. And this under content, you have this whole brand tab. Yeah. And this is now designed to allow you to work through your brand voice and any multiple industries or customer segments that you wanted. Like, I mean, it really allows you to truly add all these things. And then once you have channels and you get done with your brand overview, you can go through channel optimizations. Yeah. And then here's some of those other data sources. Some things for AI agents, some things for just info about who you are and what your goal is.
Yeah. By the way, you take time to fill that out in a real world scenario as like the marketer super admin. HubSpot will know more about your organization probably than 90% of the people working there. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay.
For sure. So let's save this, and then we could either save the brief or save the brief and generate new assets. So you have multiple ways to let it generate these assets for us. But in this case, let's just save the brief and we'll go through it manually, right? One thing that is cool about this, so you scroll up, down with your wheel, and then right, left when you scroll with your wheel.
Oh, I didn't realize this was the canvas.
Yeah.
What the helly? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, brother.
The heliante? This is sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then, dude, so you can obviously add to campaign, but pro tip, right click, you can add to campaign, which is pretty dope.
Go. That's dope.
Oh, and it saves you so much time. It's sick.
Embrace the right click, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, please do. But if you're a visual boy or girl out there, if you're visual,
sticky note. Hold on, sticky note.
Hey, stop getting distracted. Relax.
Hey, wear these on workflows, guys.
Don't. Hey, relax. Don't steal
You can
his
put
thunder.
a comment
He'll
on
get
it.
there.
All right. So let's say we want to start with a web page, right? Maybe we're not thinking about promoting it yet. We got to start with maybe an external website page or with a website page or landing page. In this case, let's just do an external website page. And then I'm just going to select content and do.
There we go. Yeah.
Sidekickstrategies.com.
I like that website. I've been there a couple times. Yeah.
Once or twice.
Yeah, just a couple times.
So you do this and let's see. There you go.
Yep.
This essentially is going to scan that content on the web page, and you can see like it will show up with an image of it and all of that good stuff.
It's literally pulsing, so you know it's working.
Yeah. And so in this case, the person who creates the asset on the page is the owner. However, you can assign different owners. Additionally, you can create tasks for this thing. And maybe let's not worry about tasking and commenting yet, but you can also add notes. So this is the SS home page where people will land, but see our pop-up CTA. Okay, something like that.
See, go ahead. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Yeah. Keep going.
And now let's add a new one, and we could do something like a general marketing asset, like a CTA. Okay. So we'll do this, and then depending on the direction let me just make this go away. This was helpful. Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, HubSpot. Appreciate it.
So you drag from here to here, the arrow's going that way, right? Right click, delete, drag from there to there, the arrow's going that way. So Max, to your point, the website page and the form maybe become one thing, right?
Kind of. I'd want to see here's my landing page, and then in that card say here's the form on the landing page.
Well, the page obviously leads to the form, and they flow from the page to the form.
Do
and
they, or when they're on the page, they have the form? Right. Wait. So is it going to show conversion?
From this? Well, yeah. Ultimately, in the future, this will turn into your journey report, bro.
Yeah.
You're building it like this, and then this is the idea, the ideation of your journey report. So your journey report's easy to build.
So, but my what I'm wondering is the cardinality of those directionality. That's not cardinality. The directionality of those arrows, is that functionally doing anything, or is that all just visual right now?
At this moment, it's visual.
Okay,
but it's so important because, guys, where my brain went. By the way, this is super dope, and I hope if you're listening to this, you just pause, go to the dang YouTube channel, and watch it. But back in the day, the hardest thing to explain to people was well, if it's a social promotion and then it's going to this page, or if it's an ad and it's going to this landing page. Now you literally have a card that is the ad, that you draw an arrow to the landing page, that you then draw an arrow to the thank you page, that you then draw an arrow to the email. Then you draw an arrow to the workflow, which then goes to and so now you can see a linear journey that you're creating visually here as you're building the assets.
I love that. I would just love to see HubSpot do some of this work for me, and it could. Yeah, do you guys remember? Remember the part.
We skipped that part, dude.
AI
well, part. No. I'm not even talking about AI, dude. I want something even simpler. Right?
Okay.
Remember the topic clusters tool and how it's
still there, by the way. You don't have to remember it like it's dead. It's still in the tool.
But it did this cute little thing where it knew if you were linking from one asset to another with a hyperlink in that piece of content.
Red light, green light.
Yep. Exactly. I would and so like we have the technology to say, does this page have link to this page that's also on Canvas? Right? I would love to see a world where it's like, all right, I plop an ad and I plop a landing page on the canvas. And if HubSpot's smart enough to go, oh shit, that ad is actually pointing to this page, I want it to just automatically pop up. Without me having to be like, well, I think it's going here. It's going here.
Are you listening? Product team. Hello.
Right? Like it should just detect that stuff because it totally can. Right?
Yeah. Especially even on external pages where your HubSpot tracking cookie is there, it should be able to sense that.
Like if I plop a landing page and a thank you page on there, it should know the landing page is redirecting to the thank you page because the form is sitting on the landing page and it knows if it's redirecting or not. Right? That's the kind of stuff I want to see. And guess what? Hey guys, no AI needed for that whatsoever, right? And like that would be an insanely helpful feature to understand this giant conglomeration of like stuff you got going on, right? I'm not trying to poo-poo it. I'm just saying like little stuff like this really matters when people are trying to understand how someone is supposed to flow through this kind of journey. And to me, that's what I feel like the whole point of like the arrows and the being able to organize things on a canvas kind of gets you.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they have big plans for this because it also does have beta right there next to it. Like, you know, it is everything is functionally the same. This is just a UI that generates all the stuff based on these visual inputs. Right.
Yeah.
But let's say we have that website page, we have our pop-up CTA, and we have our form embedded inside that pop-up CTA, for example, right? We could have it create a form with the AI, and then we could say a lead capture, a human capture form. Was that good?
No, we don't like human capture.
Careful.
Don't let Chris see this episode.
Oh my God.
Some LinkedIn drama going again.
Contact info capture form.
Wait. Can we say that asks favorite ice cream and see if it builds it all? I want to see.
Sure.
Favorite ice cream. I like ice cream.
Yeah, favorite ice cream type.
We should have done. We should have asked it if it likes milk in its scrambled eggs or not. That's what we should have asked it.
Yeah, that's when I become a Salesforce user.
Here, let's ask Graze right here. Do you like milk? Too bad, Liz.
Wait, no, dead ass. Ask it. It's gonna say, "Oh, make some fluffier." In that case, I'm never using Breeze again.
I don't know. It's a thinking model.
Oh, whether
some people like it for a creamier, fluffier texture.
So wrong.
Man, I just fell in love with Breeze even more. Which, by the way, if you're a longtime Hub Heroes listener, you know that was a ancient callback to episodes eons ago.
Man.
And I just triggered Max. Okay, let's move on.
I'm going to tell it that it's an excellent observation.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
I'm cracking up over
it said
here.
It's an extra smooth pun.
Dude, they built Dharmesh's dad jokes into Breeze. What the?
I love it. See,
that's awesome.
This is the kind of stuff right here. Like if you have not been using Breeze and you've been waiting for HubSpot AI to get good, I'm just saying it's getting really good. It's getting good.
It added the preferred language.
That's a little different from ice cream.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a conditional property that leads you to your favorite ice cream.
I guess your question was, Max, will it create the property? What's your favorite ice cream?
No, it looks like it'll add. Though.
Yeah. It'll add existing. If you already had favorite ice cream in there, I bet it would have been able to pull it. Now, if you guys didn't know this, Breeze can create properties for you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And tasks.
So that's a thing. Yeah,
Wait,
all sorts of stuff.
Do it. Go tell it to make a property and then run the form thing again and see if it'll do it.
So make a property called favorite ice cream with the options of vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. Which, by the way, Liz is not here, so we can have squirrel moments like this, even though hopefully you've already decided that you want to use the marketing studio because it's all sorts of dope. And we'll see what happens here.
And swirl.
Neapolitan, you mean?
No, just vanilla chocolate swirl.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the one in the middle of the two
company use case and best practices to build this.
Yeah. Oh.
Contacts, properties, drop down.
Yes.
I've proposed a property. Yes, please do that. Thank you for proposing before you actually do it.
Thanks for not deleting my entire database.
Yeah, that would be
like that one guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Would you like me to delete your entire contact database?
No, it didn't ask. It just nuked this guy's whole SQL database.
Oh man.
It wasn't Breeze, it was somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Some other company.
All right. So some other company. All right. So let's regenerate the content. I have a favorite ice cream property in my portal. Thanks.
Can I tell you where this gets really exciting for me? Product team, are you listening? Can we get where I can hit a microphone and just talk to it instead of always having to type it in?
So if you're on Windows, there is a dictate hotkey where you can just on your keyboard. So you just use your normal thing and just talk into your mic.
Nice.
I don't like to use hotkeys on my computer. No.
Yeah, I'd rather just hit the little microphone and be like, let me talk to this thing. Some of the dopest prompts I've done in AI have been just me talking and then saying, now optimize this prompt, please. Like,
Uh-oh.
All
right. Nope. Blew it. Preferred language. Okay. Blew it huge.
Oh, well.
Well, we tried.
At least we're asking phone number now, though.
Well,
it's like, let me read.
You can ask what their favorite ice cream is.
You know what, Chad? I bet. Well,
we might have had to refresh the page. Anyway, let's not get stuck on that. Let's move on to the next asset and go on. Yeah.
All right, here, we'll do that while we're working on our thing. We'll just regenerate, just burn some Breeze credits. There
we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So essentially what we have here now is we have our website page, we have our CTA, which is a pop-up, and our form, which will be embedded in our CTA. And then, then that would be like a little journey that we're going to send somebody through. So it's just a simple thing. But then now that we're done with that little core journey, maybe what we want to do is right click and add a LinkedIn post, right? And so then we could generate some content, promote marketing studio episode from our podcast content or something, right? We could do something like that. And then why won't it let me generate?
No social channels.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any social channels. All right. Well, that stinks because I was hoping that it would at least stub it out. Now, I mean, it does, right? If that makes sense. Like the LinkedIn post thing is here. So I can add a task and say, assign this to George, right? And say, connect LinkedIn, then generate social post.
I love this so much.
Starter, right?
Because here's where my brain goes, by the way. Super admins, marketers, chief marketing officers. Like, if you have a team, now campaigns become a team sport. Yep. Like, it doesn't have to be like this one human.
And it's so much more obvious, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right, real quick, ready? Let me ask you guys this question. How many marketing tools did we just work across?
A bunch.
Well, can we count it?
Oh.
Blog,
social,
landing pages,
CTA,
social, forms, CTA, probably email in there.
I don't think we've added email yet.
We haven't added email yet, but we could add a thank you email here, right?
Sure.
Well, And the best part is, because by the way, one of the tools we used was Marketing Studio.
Yep.
But the best thing is, and we haven't left the page. Is that where you're
That's
going?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How many pages have we loaded?
Well, one.
None.
Yeah.
None, 0, 1.
Yeah.
Dude, that to me is like the big thing here. Like, I get the AI stuff is so cool. Yes, 100%. Right?
Yeah.
But like, I think people forget when you are a heavy HubSpot user.
Yeah.
If you added up all the seconds, let's just look at marketers, because you kind of can't avoid it as like I don't know. Maybe we'll get to a world where you can avoid it as like a sales or service hub user, but like as a marketing hub customer, think about like how many seconds add up navigating just through all those different tools just to like load it up, go into something, create something new.
I don't know if I'm excited or scared right now, because I literally just had like a flash in my brain of like, I'm up in heaven and God has like this big old, like, here's what you spent your time on. And there's this big orange bar, which is like George's time in HubSpot during his lifetime. Oh my God. Anyway.
And then there's like a segment.
Breakdown
of navigating pages.
It's like navigating through pages and page load time.
Yeah. Three quarters of it is like clicks and page load.
And then there's like the time spent with the word humans coming out of your mouth. And that's like higher than everything else. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Classic. Here, let's delete that. And this loaded Sidekick strategies, and then we'll add that into our chain. So there we go. So there's our home page.
Nice.
It's asking if we have consent or not. When the AI is loading, it doesn't know where it's from.
Yeah.
So it's giving you a page view over there, George.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Can we add a sticky note, dude? I just need to see a sticky note.
You want to see a sticky note? So like, let's say after this marketing email goes out, maybe we have some other thing that we want to do. So we'll just slap a sticky on there, and then you could just do notes about XYZ thingy thing. And then we'll make it a Bluebee.
Can you not connect them? Like, you can't draw lines from sticky notes to things, right?
It's an empty card, dude.
Wait, the heck and frick, dude? Whoa.
Boy.
So you can just type stuff in a card.
Yeah, and we could also make this cyclical.
Oh, yeah. So maybe you do some things in an empty card.
Yeah. Yeah, sticky notes are like general notes about stuff, and this is to an offline asset HubSpot can't recognize.
Can you click the line?
Sticky note again?
Well, click on the line. What happens when you create a sticky note on a line? Shut up.
Ooh, it's in the middle of the line. So you have a note to the thing. Oh, that's cool. But hover over the blue sticky note.
Yeah.
Oh, there's different colors, and there's a plus. What's the plus? Oh, yep. You can All right. Yeah. HubSpot. Okay. HubSpot.
Right,
now.
Here's my question, dude. When is Workflows going to adopt this interface?
Yeah.
When's Workflows going to steal this interface?
So this is a great way to maybe break your brain and end this. When does Workflows go away and everybody just uses journeys? Okay. Never mind. Sorry. No. I won't go there.
Well, journeys. Oh, Journey. Well, that's just like Workflows for marketers. It's different. Like, you're not going to use Journeys for like basic automation.
Listen, all hate mail goes to Max at. Just don't send it my way.
Show that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's also a calendar view. Let's quickly go over this, where you can see all those things that are scheduled. So you can see publish dates or due dates. For example, if you have all these things, this is all the stuff we need to build out. And then the dates that we want to publish, the assets, if you schedule publish dates, all the assets on there have the ability for you to be able to say, this is in draft, but maybe we want it to be due on the 8th. And then, you could also set like a separate publish date that you would rather, make it publish. And, it can change from like when you're in there working on it, you can mark it complete, etc. Right. All that good stuff. Then when you're in board view,
one of my
this
favorite
is helpful
tabs
too.
Right here.
Yeah.
By the way, here's your process.
Yeah.
Drag and drop.
Zip.
What have we not finished yet? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Super helpful. And then now that you have campaigns here, you can see all of this. So, I mean, it's almost like worth another episode of going in and generating the whole thing from AI from scratch.
Yeah.
If we would like to do something like that.
Maybe we'll do that. Like next week, I know we're going to do the first stage of loop marketing deep dive.
Yep.
But maybe after that, we circle back around and we do a second episode of this because, again, like, you can look at your analytics from here. You can look at a list view from here. You can, like, there's just so much more that we probably, and I don't have time to show you like a full blown out, like, here's what a historical one looks like. But hopefully this was enough to get people teased in to like, hey, let's start to use this. Let's go see if I have to turn a beta on in my portal. Like, let me figure out why I'm not seeing this because, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully, well,
that's good stuff right there.
I'll pause. Max, Chad, one takeaway or last thing that you want to say before we shut this episode down, and then I'll land the plane.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this was a game changer to get people to be able to see and visualize how a campaign functions and adopt it so much more easily, especially for people new to the tool and doubly especially for people not new to marketing. Like, they understood what campaigns were, but when you communicate campaign and they think like, oh, ad campaign, no, this is like a marketing campaign with all the assets, and then they see it and they get it, right? It's a game changer.
Max,
give it a whirl.
Man, I mean, it's really, really cool. I'd love to see them build in some of those, quality of life things we were talking about. Yeah. Like, I'd love for some automatic arrows to show up when we know like something is linking to something else, right? Or like at least like detect it and give people the option to auto add it. Just because I think that would work, like, it would work wonders for people like understanding like the flow in which they're attempting to create here. Right. And, I think even this could be something that helps people like avoid making mistakes. Right. Like, for example, like if you draw a line from one asset to another, it could be something where like it checks to see if there's a link. And if there isn't, maybe it should ask you because maybe you were supposed to. Right. Yeah. Things like that. So, man, if this is V1. Yeah. What's this thing look like a year from now, right? So, like, I know that's a classic thing I always say, but like, dead serious. It's super cool.
Let me land this plane. 1, go watch the demo video. 2, go play around with this and look at your historical campaigns if you have been doing historical campaigns. By the way, if you don't have the beta or don't see it, go to new to me betas and turn the beta on so that you can actually see this. 3rd, and here's how I'll end it because I just really want to break Max's brain. I can't wait to see when there's a event happily prompt that I can just put into the campaign's marketing studio, and all of a sudden my entire event goes beep bop boop bop boop.